fire, air, water, earth. You've heard the stories of Avatars Kyoshi, Roku, Aang, and Korra. But it's time for new stories to be told. In every era, there are those who seek to maintain the balance and harmony in the world, and those who seek to upset it. How will these stories unfold, and what heroes will rise to the occasion? Welcome back to Avatar Legends, The Legacy of Heroes. I am Josh, and I am finally once again joined by all of my friends Megan, Kiera, Oz, and Morgan. After a 2-episode hiatus, Megan is back with us, and you can either catch up to where we are now by going through our previous session episodes, or you can get the play-by-play, very quick SparkNotes version from our good friend Megan.
Yeah, taking a person to Ba Sing Se, not there yet, went through a desert.
That's it?
Is it right?
Yeah, technically that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong, but yeah, that's where we are. All right. Well, you all went to sleep that night in your little makeshift camp, and as the sun rises up, you can already hear that the two companions who joined you at the very end of the last session have already started to pack up their tent areas and are getting ready to start moving across the Serpents Pass.
Like to wake Avani immediately and have her put the rock cuffs back on Ming Yao.
All right. Vani, Morgan, roll with Reliance skills and training so that you can get the.
Oh, I did not consider this would come down to a roll.
With what?
Focus.
Focus.
Okay.
Just gotta focus.
I have 5 and 6 plus 1 more, so 12.
Oh, yep. No, perfect. It looks exactly like they were when they were first placed on, so there's no perceivable difference.
Fabulous. We should probably also pack up our stuff and get ready to zoom.
Right, but I also didn't want Kyoshi to think I disobeyed her because I don't want to fight with Kyoshi. I really
No. I
really
agree.
trying to idolize Kyoshi a little bit.
I agree with putting the handcuffs on. Just, I also think that we should start packing up our stuff now.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So you all begin packing up, and once you finish, you meet up with Kyoshi and Rangi at the very start of the Serpents Pass, right before it gets like really narrow. Like, you know, there's like the little bridge, not bridge. What is it called? Arch. There we go. The little arch way, and like the little sign that says "Abandon Hope." It looks very new though. Like this is a very new sign. Someone just recently put this here.
Still wet.
Yeah, the paint is still kind of wet and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'd like to check and make sure everything's all good with Kyoshi and Rangi.
All right. So Talak, you walk over and you see that Rangi and Kyoshi are sort of huddled, talking, and they're like making gestures and pointing and such. And when you walk over, they turn and Kyoshi looks at you and says, good. You're here. We were just trying to figure out which order would be best to walk through because the path only allows enough room for one person at a time.
I mean, couldn't we just go single file?
Yes, but depending on who's in front, they might run into the serpent first, or whoever's in back. We probably don't want anyone who's injured or anything like that.
So we should sandwich people between our two best benders.
Well, yes, absolutely. But we don't. What are your bending abilities? As we haven't really discussed anything like that.
Can I do a little bending demonstration for Kyoshi?
Sure. What do you want to? What does it look like?
Let me just double check my moves and see.
Talarak makes like one of those dancing fountain shows.
I would love to. But I don't think that's gonna impress Kyoshi. I feel like I just want to create like a little ice wall real quick.
Okay. Are you gonna use the water that's around the Serpent's Pass or the one that's inside of your water skin?
Around the Serpents Pass.
Okay. So you make a little ice wall out of it, and she looks at it. She nods. She goes, "Okay, all right." And what about the rest of your companions? And the rest of your companions?
Sure, roll.
No, this is just a for show thing. I did. And what can the rest of your companions do?
Avani is, well, how far away are we from this? Do we overhear this conversation?
You're catching like every fifth word.
Do we hear that they ask about what our abilities are?
No, you for sure saw Talarak make the ice wall, though.
Okay.
Well, Avani has proved decent skill with earthbending. I point at Avani because I realize Kyoshi may or may not remember our names. We have Karma, the tall one. I actually haven't seen them airbend all that much, but they seem competent. And I don't know, Aya's been kind of chilling for a little while. She's a firebender. I'm not 100% sure on the lengths of their abilities, but I'm more than willing to volunteer to be on guard in the front or the back, whichever you don't want.
Ranji and Kyoshi kind of look at each other, sort of silent communication, and then Ranji looks back and says, "Well, how good are you at, say, walking on the water?"
Let's find out.
All right, so then she turns very sort of like seriously, and Ranji says, "Okay, we would like the Earthbender to be in the middle with Meng Yao as we escort her out. Your Airbender and Firebender can be in the back, while Kyoshi leads the front. I will be directly behind Kyoshi, providing support, and your Waterbender friend, you shall be walking alongside on the water as we go, keeping an eye out for the serpent."
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Where will the cart be in all of this?
Oh, that's a very good question. They consider it for a second, and it comes to the consensus that the cart's gonna be sort of like they're gonna allow like Meng Yao to ride on the cart because she's gonna be stuck between everyone anyway, can't really get out. So it'll be the cart's gonna be in the middle with Meng Yao on top of it, Parma and Aya behind. Avani will be either in front of the cart or right behind the cart, and then in the very front is Kyoshi and Ranji with Talarak along the water.
So Ranji's going to be the closest to the front of the cart? Or Aya?
Yes. No, or Avani.
Or Avani, okay.
Yeah. Because Aya will be.
They've got such similar names.
Yeah.
I'll be in front of the cart.
Okay.
I kind of go up to Avani and I kind of grab her hands for a minute. Because I know that Ahanu has to be on Sweetie's bill, snout, whatever we're going with.
Bill, head. Yeah.
Yeah. On Sweetie's navigational area. So I'm just gonna say, if things start going south, I need you to grab Ahanu. First things first. Can I trust you to do that?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
All right, everyone ready? Any questions, complaints, concerns?
Nope, I'm good to go.
Nope. All right, you all set out along the Serpents Pass. Oz, I need you to roll for skills and training.
I knew it. Please. Please. I don't want to look stupid in front of Kyoshi. Okay. That's a 9 on the dice plus focus, which is plus 110.
Okay, yeah, no, you're doing it fine. You're just kind of it's kind of like you're ice skating on the water. You're just having a little fun. In fact, even like you're making little patches of ice that melts right after you're on top of them. So you're just like making your ice skating
Song
away.
from Fantasia is playing.
Yep. Copyright. Anyway.
No, it's classical music. It's
that's right.
in public domain.
Public domain. Never mind. Keep it going. All right. So as you're walking, the first quarter of the trail, everything goes pretty smoothly, all according to plan. You don't hear any sort of serpent going on. It's just very easy trek as you go up and down the mountainy sort of path. And looking around, it is just like vast sea on this side, sea on that side. And the way sort of gets narrow to the point to where you could have probably fit two by two, but like you'd have to link arms or do like the shoulder and shoulder walk sort of deal. Does anyone want to like bring up conversation while this is happening, or anyone have any questions for anyone? Anyone here surprised by who your travel companions are because you didn't see the last 20 minutes of the previous session?
Get their ass. Roast.
No,
Amazing.
all good. Okay. So as you reach the middle of the Serpents Pass, Tolerok, you start to sense that under like sort of like you can see in the waves that something is starting to move underneath the water. Like it's not very close, but it something is moving down there.
Does it seem large?
It seems large enough to be making some bigger waves than what you had previously been dealing with at the first quarter of the trek.
Great. Cool. Avatar Kyoshi.
Yes.
I'm sensing some vibrations in the water coming from that way. It seems like some large creature in the water.
Yes, I expect that would be the serpent. Yes.
Does it seem to be coming towards us?
No, it just kind of is minding its own business.
Well, the serpent is definitely here, and I will keep an eye on it, make sure it's not making any moves towards us.
Kyoshi nods, and Rangi then looks at you and says, "That's not really what we're looking out for, but yeah, keep an eye on that too."
That's not what we're looking out for?
No, you will possibly find out. All right, so you reach the middle portion, like the direct middle of the Serpents Pass, and you find that it's separated. There's what like the path just sort of ends, and then 50 feet away is the rest of the path, as if like the part that was in the middle either sank or like the water levels rose too high, or it's gone at this point.
Okay.
This doesn't affect Tolerok because Tolerok's just walking on the water anyway.
Yeah.
How does everyone want to attempt to get across?
Can I make an ice bridge for them?
Yeah, roll with skills and training. Rely on your skills and training. Yep.
Okay, that's gonna be a total of 7. 6 on the dice.
You can get one person safely across, and if you try for 2, that person will get stuck in the water.
Can I attempt to make a land bridge of some sort?
Sure. Also rely on your skills and training.
Oh no. I have 4 plus 1, which is 5, plus another one, which is 6.
No, your land bridge does not even form.
Damn it.
Bonnie's bridge crumbled on top of mine, bringing mine down also.
No!
Aya, quick, a fire bridge, go! Karma, air bridge, let's go!
Jetpack
Wait.
across.
So, like, how far away is Karma from me?
You're basically 10 feet from each other at most. You're just standing in a straight line.
I just want to look at Karma. Like, if I jump, could you like push me with air? Do you think that would work? And like I could like maybe use like I don't know jet stepping. I've heard of it, but like I don't know it, so I don't trust myself to try to shoot fire from my feet. But like maybe with a boost.
At the mention of jet stepping, Rangi sort of looks at you. Wait, let me double check something.
We were so stupid to try and make a bridge. Why weren't we launching? Tabletop role-playing games are for being stupid.
No, that's easy. Okay, so
I'm pretty small.
Rangi sort of looks back as you mentioned jet stepping, and she sort of like moves to the side and walks back towards you and takes you to the side for a little bit to explain how jet stepping works, to where it's now a learned skill for you.
Oh shit! That is. I want to like immediately try it.
Okay, you gotta roll with your rely on skills and training.
Okay. What is skills and training count for?
Focus.
Focus. Okay. Oh god. 4 minus 1 is 3.
First attempt fail. Absolutely got like one flame off your foot and then fell.
Did Megan fall like into the water?
Did I drown?
No, he's still on the land. You
Okay.
didn't get very far. You know, like when you try and run up walls and you get like 1 foot on the wall and then you just immediately are down.
Yep.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened, but with the fire.
What's the name of the skill again?
For fire bending, it's jet stepping. Oh, jet stepping.
Jet stepping. I'm taking notes, okay?
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Just make it okay.
We need a good note taker. I always want to be, and then I'm not because
And
of
then
a
you're too caught
disappointment.
up. You're too caught up
Got
in
you.
I'm too caught up in making salads and ahanu and accidentally destroying icebergs.
Yeah, when's the salad reference gonna come in?
I guess
There it is.
now
There's
it
my
is, yeah.
episode quota.
Yeah, anyway.
So I had a really good first try. It was really good. Like I'd never done that before. So
Can I I know it isn't a thing in this edition, but can I ready an action to catch Aya in case she goes into the water?
I mean, technically, that would still be relying on your skills and training. Or wait, okay. If Karma wanted to help Aya, Karma could roll with the help action. Which would, while Karma would have to mark 1 fatigue, it would give Aya +1 to their roll.
I'm not even trying to help. It's just a matter of I would like to make sure that they don't drown.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah. You just easily be able to do that as you've sort of already positioned yourself in like the middle area just in case anyone who's deciding to jump over.
Can we talk about how Kyoshi, the earthbending avatar, is not helpful?
She's just waiting right now.
Kyoshi's watching these children fail.
She's watching you children and then also keeping an eye out on the horizon for something.
But not like the horizon towards where the sea serpent is, or the horizon somewhere else?
Horizon somewhere else, but also the sea serpent one, because it could also be coming from the sea serpent one.
Kyoshi's eyes are going in 2 different directions.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you want me to launch you, like I'll do it.
Absolutely, please, please.
If it doesn't work, I'll make sure you don't drown.
Okay, so Aya, you're gonna roll again with reliance skills and training.
Okay.
Karma, did you want to take the help action, or did you also want to do something to get yourself across at the same time?
Yes.
I'm
I don't know which one that is a yes for.
Do we
I'm
have
concerned about going more than one at a time, but do what you're gonna do.
wait? Do we have like a rope? Could I like tie myself to Karma and Karma launches like across?
Okay, hey, does anyone remember
like
what
a
supplies I
monkey.
gave you all?
Hold on.
I have some notes.
Give
That's
me
a
a
long
minute.
time ago.
Give me a minute. Let's
What?
see if I
I
actually
don't
mentioned
remember saying notes or rope. I don't remember saying notes.
this. Oops.
I don't know.
Unless you use the rope to get into the library, in which case then you don't have the rope.
No, I don't think we used the rope to get into the library. Give me a minute. This was a while back. Okay.
But also, isn't Aya the shortest member
Yeah.
and Karma is
Yeah.
the tallest member?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, Karma should easily be able to lift Aya with no trouble.
Yeet.
just spider monkey onto Karma's back.
Done.
Okay.
Hold on tight, spider monkey.
I'm going to kill myself.
It doesn't necessarily. Hold on.
I know
A little bit
mostly
more.
it was just food. It was every supplies
Yeah.
every time you guys were buying stuff. And
Hey,
a
Josh, I have a
pot.
question.
Yeah.
So, could I, walking on water, get to the other side, like get onto that platform by like climbing up or something?
It's like a level with the water. So if you just walked on top of the water, you would eventually just start walking on the land.
Why don't we just fucking swim?
Question.
I mean,
You can't swim, can you?
We have that.
So I have a question about
Yeah, Kiara.
a question about the cart.
Yeah.
How are we getting that across?
Yeah,
that's another
what
fair
I was thinking.
question. The
I
why
was also
don't we
going to bring
swim?
that up.
The other why don't we swim across?
I was like, hold on, no swimming.
So not gonna lie, I don't know if I know how to swim. Like I've seen water.
I will carry you across. Get on my back.
Wait, what happened to me? Or like
Well, if the yeeting plan is still happening, and I guess Karma would be going across at the same time, if you both roll with focus to rely on skills and training. Yeah, Kiara?
Kira.
How deep is the water?
Incredibly deep to where you could probably drown.
Cool.
darn.
Because in
Karma.
the anime,
Well.
Toph got pretty far down that water.
Okay.
So granted, she also
What-
did
hear
pull
me
a
out.
thing of earth up from it. So,
Yeah, I don't
Hear
see
me
anything
out.
of the rope.
What if ice boat for the cart?
ice boat for the car. Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Can I attempt to make an ice boat for the cart?
Yeah.
Rely on my skills and training. Let's roll some dice. Time to roll a snake eyes. I didn't roll a snake eyes. +1 is going to be an 8.
Okay, so you can make the ice boat. You won't be able to steer said ice boat, but if you wanted to take one fatigue, then it's just gonna be fine with no consequences.
I feel like steering it is really important. I'll take the fatigue.
Okay, so Talarak has made an ice boat that can fit the cart with Meng Yao on top of it, and Sweetie the bear, and Ahanu the ice rat. But no one else.
Grab a Hanu. I was gonna grab a Hanu, but okay.
But then
I
how's
mean,
Sweetie the bear?
it's on the- that's just in case of emergency.
Sweetie the platypus
Okay.
bear. Sorry, correction. It's Sweetie the platypus bear.
Sweet!
All right.
They're a semi-aquatic, egg-laying mammal of action.
Karma and Aya, have you two rolled?
No.
Wait, what are we doing?
Are we doing that? Karma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Climbing up.
Both of you roll with rely on your skills and training.
Okay. To climb up.
No, not to climb up, but to see if you both can get across at the same time.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So 8.
8? Okay.
Hey, Kira.
Kara, what'd you
Hey,
get?
what's up?
Oh god.
Oh no.
I got 4.
4?
We're getting you new dice. I know you just got these, but we're getting you new dice.
Okay. Well, Kiera, I'm just gonna have you take 1 fatigue then. You won't be able to get across, but your airbending will allow, because what did you said you got an 8,
Yeah.
Megan? Okay.
8.
It's still imperfect at 9. Okay, so but it's enough to help Aya get across. However, you're gonna have
Makes it push you falls.
you are gonna take a pretty hard landing due to the fact that you know how to get up in the air with jet stepping. You're not entirely sure how to get down with jet stepping.
No.
But if you roll, if you mark your 1 fatigue, you won't take the consequence.
I'll just take the consequence.
Okay. Well then that will make you temporarily impaired.
Amazing.
Okay.
Awful.
This is so good.
You know how some people roll? I just don't.
Ah!
You just full stop.
There's no sliding, no skidding. It's just
Full impact stop. Aya, are you good?
no, man. I'm not. I'm just gonna stay down there for a minute.
That's fair.
Okay.
I think my refresh helps with impaired. Does it?
Those wounds on a willing target. Mark 1 fatigue to heal an ally and reach with evading and observer. Yeah, that's in combat.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And since you didn't originally in your character, we didn't talk about you originally knowing healing. You have no skills or training to rely on for that.
Nope, but I got it marked down as a move that I could learn because I went to the library, so I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So far we have Talarok, who doesn't count across, Aya, the cart, and no one else.
Yes. Although at this point Rangi has also jet stepped her way across.
Great.
Can I look up and ask if they're proud of me?
Oh.
She sort of looks at you, gives you like a sympathetic face, and then just kind of like pats your head.
Is Kyoshi also over now too?
No, Kyoshi is still looking, double checking things. You can see that she's getting a little bit more tense though in her body language.
Oh, great.
If you look far off to like the other side, to the same side as the serpent, but further away, you can start to make out some like small objects coming closer.
Okay, so we need to get over real quick. Okay,
Yes, Karma.
Could I ask Kyoshi to launch me over?
Oh.
We're just reverse Russian nesting doll launching.
If that does not work, I have an idea.
Because I can kind of boost myself's air potentially to get across, maybe, hopefully. Potentially. Maybe.
I want to say yeah. You ask Kyoshi, and she nods her head in agreement, and gets set up to make like a little earth boost pillar. And then you're gonna have to rely on your skills and training again.
Yay.
I just kind of wanted to see how creatively you could get across this thing.
Our greatest challenge yet, little hole.
I rolled an 11.
Perfect. You're crossed easy. You land very nicely. You do like a little bow at the end.
Wonderful. Can I make a little earth step things to get both Kyoshi and myself across?
Kyoshi doesn't need your help, but
I want to.
It's called being polite.
it is called being polite. That is true. Yeah. So yeah, roll with relying on your skills and training. Focus.
Got an 8 plus 1 more, which is 9.
Technically you would have to have a consequence, but because Kyoshi's there, I'm gonna say she's gonna help you out with it. So
Okay.
you each take like a chunk of the earth that you're on, and you just sort of like move it across to the other side, connecting like puzzle pieces sort of deal.
Okay.
You want to sort of like puzzle piece it, and so now everyone's across.
Yeah.
The
Yay!
purpose of this was just to see how creatively you could all figure out how to get across. There was no other real reason. Kyoshi could have actually just made the platform and been like, da, da, da.
Yeah, I know, which is why I was like, why isn't Kyoshi?
Okay, so you all make it across, and those objects in the distance have surprisingly gotten much closer. And you can make out.
Question.
Yes.
Are they like coming from the direction of like where we were coming from? Are they like coming over land or over sea?
It's overseas, so like when you were looking across to find like the serpent of Serpents Pass that's under the water, further out of that water is the ships coming in.
Okay. I would like to start making an ice barrier.
How big? Like, what would it look like? Like, what do you mean by ice barrier?
Like a little like ice. I just realized that the ice probably is not going to stop the ships.
I mean probably not, but you can still do it if you want to.
But that would make us even more noticeable, I feel like.
That is true.
Uh,
Can I turn and ask Kyoshi what she's looking at? Since I'm assuming I'm right by her still.
Oh yeah, sure. So you turn to Kyoshi. She looks at you, gets sort of a cloudy look in her eyes, and she says, "The remnants of the Fifth Nation. Their ships sometimes prowl around here looking for game or easy targets."
Goodbye.
you can't do this to me! After all the accusation!
Hey,
Well?
it's been a while since you mentioned unions, so like
Don't mention unions.
we traded unions for salad.
Only salad.
I still believe in unions!
Okay. So you take off again in a now mixed up positioning from where you were originally. It's kind of confusing. Kyoshi looks a little annoyed that you're now all out of sync from what you were, but like, what can you do? So you're moving across.
Just leapfrog each other until we're back in position.
We could, but I was also going to ask what's the new order.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the new order is Karma's in front with Talarok, who's now on the land.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, because you walked up to the platform to get prepared to catch anyone who might have fallen. So you're not just walking.
And I want to get back on the water.
Okay.
Now that everyone's over.
So you were on the land for a little bit. Everyone started walking. You go, oh, I don't need to be here, and you just kind of dive back in. And then so after Karma is Aya being assisted by Rangi, as Aya has a wounded leg from her landing. Then it's the cart with Mengyao on it still. And then it would be Avani and Kyoshi.
Aya as the new closest person to a Hanu.
I'll take it. I'll take him.
Thank you.
All right. So as you're moving and you're now in the back half of the journey, the ships have gotten much closer, and it's now going to be impossible to avoid them and still get across the path.
Has the serpent stayed about the same distance, gotten further, gotten closer?
It's moved. It's moved back to like the back. So it's decided it like did a Yui and went towards the start of the Serpents Pass. Right now, it just decided to like turn a little. It's slowly making its way back around in a full circle. But for now, it's going the other way.
What if... No, that's stupid.
Do you say that out loud? Just talk. Say that
Yeah,
out loud.
what if?
I think Talaraka is looking back at where the serpent is moving and kind of making eyes.
Is Kyoshi still looking back behind at the rest of the ships?
No, Kyoshi at this point is just focused on getting back forward because she knows exactly how long you have until the ships like get to a point to where you have to deal with them.
Okay, so I'm just gonna follow her and continue. Like I see that she's trudging forward, so I'm just gonna keep on doing the same thing. Same thing that she's doing.
Yeah, true.
I'd like to sit on the water, fall back a little bit, and talk to Kyoshi. Do we have a game plan for if the ships confront us?
Are
we going to try and talk it out first, or are we going to go in all guns blazing?
I'm just trying to remember how Kyoshi. She's not. Well, Yoshi's not an avatar that likes talk. She's the avatar of action. Yes, if the ships get close enough and try to stop us, we shall sink them.
How big ships look?
They're like as they get closer, you can see they're all made out of wood. Number one, number two, they seem to be somewhere in the middle between like a military sort of ship and a cargo sort of ship. Talarok, you do recognize that they have like the water tribe design of what the wooden ships would look like. And they do look a little worse for wear, like they've been out there for a while.
Okay. I was for a moment concerned that we might not have the firepower to take them all out. But alright, cool.
Yeah.
It's exactly 3 ships.
Okay. I do want to keep my eyes on the serpent, though, to see if and when it starts heading back this way.
Okay. Is there any other conversation? Karma, you're now technically the leader of the walking troop, so you're setting the speed.
My long legs, I don't know.
You're the tallest person.
High as fuck. High as gone.
Oh.
You gotta keep up.
Okay, so you get to the beginning of the last fourth of the journey, when suddenly something just kind of slams into the side of the path, as it's like the ridge, as you notice like a chunk of like a boulder is there suddenly, like it just got slammed into it because the ships are now within range to like fire whatever they have.
The boulder?
A boulder?
Or like the pebble. No, it was a boulder. Yeah.
Wait, did it come? Like, did anyone see? Like, what happened, or was it underwater?
No, you weren't paying attention enough as you were walking forward, but it did come from the ships and it just kind of snaps it. It didn't come from under the water. It's come from the ships.
All right,
How close is the serpent?
The serpent's on its way back. It's making its way back to towards you.
All right, fam. We need to get Aya out because she's impaired. And Mangyao and the cart out, so we have our supplies and stuff. So,
Wait, but are
There
they trying to, like, kill the serpent? Is he gonna be okay?
They're not aiming for the serpent.
can I don't know. I'm kind of
On the horizon, carried by the wind, you can hear things like, long live the fifth nation, screw the governments of the Earth Kingdom, and a bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
Every once in a while, you can hear like small things of, they don't provide health care.
Oh, no!
We need
Talrock
days
jumps
off
on the ship and
sometimes.
is like, I'm ready, I'm joining you, brother. I'm kidding.
No.
Talrock, it's your time to shine. Convince them to stop.
Ooh, wait a minute. That's a good point. Talrock.
I'm joking on the
what if-
last one. You don't actually hear that.
Oh,
I was gonna say Talrock can converse with them.
it's my time.
Let's just shoot Talrock at them. And Talrock.
Talrock, go.
Oh. Brethren, have you heard about unions?
I see the bug you're trying to catch.
Yep. Love it.
Score. Anyway.
Okay. So, what does Kyoshi do at that point?
Kyoshi sort of stops where she is, sort of signals you all to go, and that she's gonna handle, and Rangi explains, Kyoshi will handle this. We should get going as fast as we can. Kyoshi however is only able to keep 2 out of the 3 ships occupied.
Okay. I'm gonna. How far away is the serpent?
The serpent is still on its way back to you. It's probably it's back at the halfway mark at this point.
I want to start ice skating toward the serpent.
I want to say, can I motion to Aya, Karma, the lot to like get out of there? I'm gonna stay a little bit. I'm gonna start to go with them, but I'm gonna still stay behind because I want to be there as backup.
Okay, so to be clear, this is what it appears for everyone. How it appears. Kyoshi turns. Rangi explains that Kyoshi's going to try and take on the ships herself, to give you all time to get across the rest of the way. Avani sort of signals everyone to get moving real fast, and Talrock turns around and starts going back the way you came.
Hear just an echo of, I have an idea!
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck, Talrock has an idea.
Oh, God.
No!
Wait,
The worst outcome.
wait, Avani, how sharp are, like, your rocks? Like, how sharp are your rocks? Could you,
I
like,
can.
like, just puncture them both?
I'm assuming if I find sharp rubble, I can probably make it sharp, but
I mean, you can kind of form rock into whatever you want depending on your skill.
Like, could we
Okay.
be far back enough that, like, you could earthbend far enough away to like if the boats start attacking Talrock.
It depends on how far Tolerant goes.
Newman.
Woman? Oh shit.
Do you all start like going, or are you all still just kind of talking?
I mean, I assume I'm not chasing. Like, is it my leg busted?
Yeah, your legs kind of out of commission. You're stuck to Ranji, who's already
I'm
moving.
just holding on to Ranji. Like,
Yeah, as she's already moving.
yeah.
Question, side note.
Yes.
Does Ming Yao... Can Ming Yao bend at all?
No, she's a non-bender.
Okay. Alright.
She was dealt the hand of a normal person in life.
Womp.
Which actually, if in the Avatar world, when are the non-benders the minority? Depending on who you believe.
I was gonna say, I think it depends.
Yeah.
No. All I know is that in the Air Nation, everyone has bending. It's the only
Right.
one.
So Talrock is just full sprinting towards the boat.
Full skate sprinting.
Skating.
Not towards the boats, but like away from everyone.
Oh.
Just in the opposite direction.
Having just shouted, I have an
No!
Based on positionings, Karma hears Aya and Ranji can hear I ha, and then Avani gets most of everything except for the end part of idea. So she hears I have an idea.
No, I already know. Like, no.
I'll just tell Ranji, like, based on my experience, that's not good.
Wow. Ye of little faith.
All right. So I'm gonna say Karma, Aya, Ranji, they all start taking off with Meng Yao in the cart, and Avani sort of takes off too, but sort of also hangs back in case Kyoshi needs help. Talok's dashed off the other way. Kyoshi's currently dealing with 2 of the ships, while the third one is making its way to cut off those in front.
No. Okay. No. Okay.
If you want to go into combat with the singular ship, you can.
How far away am I from everybody else right now? The
You're
ones
like
in front.
You're like from them in front.
Yeah. From where that ship is.
So you're trailing about 30 feet behind them.
So if I sprinted really fast.
You could catch up to them, yeah.
Okay. Can I see that? Is Kyoshi doing all right with the ships?
Kyoshi's doing fine.
I
Absolutely
figured.
fine.
I figured. Okay, so I'm gonna start heading. Can I notion to what word am I looking for?
Motion?
Oh, whatever. There we go. Thank you. Can I motion to Kyoshi? Oh wow, that almost rhymed. That I'm going towards them to try and figure out, like, try and help them in case they need it.
She's not even gonna notice.
Great.
She's very focused.
All right, I guess I'm gonna slightly. I'm not gonna go too close to them, but like I'm gonna go close enough if they need help, but still stay in distance in case something happens with Talarak and Kyoshi.
Okay. In case the other 2 want to go into combat, I'm gonna head over to see what Talarak's up to. Before we get into the possible fighting the ship. All right, so Talarak, you are dashing back to where the serpent is, and also you can start to see like its fin rising above the water, and there's also like a smaller fin right next to it, also rising above the water.
Next to it?
Yes.
As in more than one creature?
Yes.
Interesting. Well, this doesn't really derail my plan. So, okay. There's no animal handling in this game.
You're right, there's not. But the closest would be, well, depending on how you want to go about it. You can either plead, you can attempt to rely on your skills and training, but I don't know which ones would be useful other than maybe your experience with other animals, or you could push your luck. You're one of those three.
What's push my luck rely on?
Passion.
No.
Lead is harmony.
Also no. So skills and training with other animals.
Hooray! Roll.
There's never been a more important goal.
Talking to the dice.
One of them teetered on 1 for a little while.
Oh, fun.
But in total I got 9 plus 1, 10.
Okay. So how are you? What are you exactly doing to like communicate?
I want to convince them, or one of them, preferably the larger one, to let me ride it to attack the ships.
You said you got a 10 in total?
Yes.
You can ride the smaller one as it's younger and does not have as aggressive
That's fine.
feeling things.
It's still pretty large.
Yeah, it's still pretty large in comparison to you, and in doing so of riding the smaller one, technically speaking, you get the bigger one with you. It just kind of is chasing you down to get off of its child.
Great. Let's go.
All right, perfect. All right, so Talarok it's going to take a little bit, but Talarok's headed back with 2 serpents. Karma and Aya, did your group want to take on the singular ship that's trying to cut you off, or did you want to try other things?
Does it clearly look like Talrock is gonna like fight them?
You cannot tell. Talarok is too far away at this point.
Okay.
Do I still have 1 fatigue?
Yes, you have whatever fatigues you had previously, and Aya is still impaired.
Right.
Is Ming Yao able to fight, or is she just...
She's still handcuffed.
Oh, that's right. But Raji can.
Yeah, Rangi can fight. She's fine.
Right.
Okay.
Ranji, how? So you know when you make like a wall of fire with your breath, like how far can you do that out? Like, could we combine our fire and like make a big wall?
She looks at your leg. You could combine them to keep the ship away. She we can do that. However, I wouldn't suggest it in your condition. It might make it worse.
Okay. Okay. So last resort. Got it.
Although, I mean, you could. Yeah, never mind. That's condition versus status. Yeah, if you wanted to, Megan, you would just have to mark a condition.
What would the condition be?
Up to you, but it's the afraid, angry, guilty, insecure, troubled.
Okay. 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 So, Josh, could I do like an assess the situation?
Yeah, you can, because we're not in like a combat situation yet right now. You can roll to assess the situation.
Okay.
Creativity.
Creativity. Whoa. Okay, 7.
Yeah, you could ask one of the 5 questions.
Okay. Who or what is in the greatest danger?
What's in the greatest danger right now? I mean, if Rangi wasn't there, it would be you. But considering that Karma's in the very front of this line of people, it would be Karma.
Karma.
Would be
Okay.
in the most danger. Yeah. Although technically speaking, their target is the cart, but that's they're not here to destroy the cart. They're here to take the cart. So the cart's not technically in danger. It is in risk of being stolen, but it's not in danger. Karma is for sure going to be in danger.
Yeah.
Danger.
Okay, can I just shout out, like, Karma, what do you want to do?
I don't know what I want to do. Let me see. Can I fight the boat?
Yeah, you can fight the ship if you want. Anyone who's around near the ship can do it.
This is a good idea. Who else is near me?
Aya and Rangi. Avani's sort of near you, but she's farther back.
Can I yell for Ivani to come closer to me?
Yeah. So you call over to Avani, and Avani.
Yeah, I come a little closer, but I'm still staying like not. I'm closer, but there's a backup, if that makes sense. Because I still want to like be there for both situations. Now, what do we want to do, gang?
Sounds like Aya had a plan. Not Aya.
Yeah.
Karma had a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karma, what's your plan?
I don't know what to do.
Can we talk to the people on the ship?
No, they cannot hear you. They're too far out.
Okay. Can I try and assess the situation?
Sure, roll with creativity. Which one?
No. That's a 3 + 1, so a 4. So
You know nothing. You've assessed it, and you're just like, yep, this is what's happening.
there's a boat for sure.
Can we ask, like, Rangi, what do you think we should do?
She has already actually answered your question, in that she's because you asked about the wall of fiery breath.
Yeah, you told me not to.
Yeah, she told you not to, but she's already kind of prepped and ready to go to fight.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's fight the boat.
Oh Lord. All right.
I'm gonna fight the boat.
I'll be here for backup.
All right. So everyone who's going to be fighting, pick a which if you're going to be defending, maneuvering, advancing, attacking, or evading and observing. Pick a choice. They're gonna go. Okay, I've got my choices. The three of you.
I mean,
start with evade and observe.
yeah, I want to just evade and observe.
I was sure that was my go-to is defend and maneuver, but evade and observe's fine.
Okay, so all you're gonna evade and observe, which means those who are attacking and advancing. Oh, F. Okay.
So good things.
Ooh, yay!
OF.
Oh, there we go.
Azula.
Yeah. Okay. So, uh, so you're all gonna have to take 2 fatigue, and then either you're all gonna get kind of moved from where you are right now, or you take 2 fatigue to stay where you are.
Where? Um, how far are we gonna move?
You're just gonna get blown back to a point where you have to like. I'm gonna say you're all gonna get blown back to like around the cart.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just take the 1 fatigue.
Okay.
No, you take 2
Wait.
fatigue.
Oh,
Okay.
2?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, wait a minute.
You take 2 initially, and then if you want to stay where you are, you
Right.
take another 2.
Okay. Yeah, just the 2.
Okay. Because they've launched another boulder. It hits the side of the wall, which sort of scatters, which sort of knocks you all back. It's much closer than the one that hit the wall initially. And then they still have one other move.
That's so unfortunate.
They're all on the boat. Yeah, they're just gonna aim for Ranji for it. Okay. A more like specified water bending attack sort of hits specifically Ranji only. But she's fine, and it's her move. And I've already. Okay, yeah. So then, ooh. Okay, so you see Ranji first shoot out a ball of fire from her fist that hits at least one of the crew members on the ship before stepping back and in a sort of like pushing motion with her hands. This brilliant flame of white hot fire that's literally the color white fire just kind of erupts out of her hands and sort of engulfs the top of the ship, hitting a bunch of the crew members very easily. He has a very increasingly powerful attack.
I hope so.
So those of you who are evading and observing, you're gonna clear 1 fatigue and then roll with creativity or harmony.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. You say roll with creativity or harmony?
Yep.
Oh boy. I got a 6 plus a 1. Either way, so it's a 7.
Okay.
Okay. 9.
Okay.
I got an 8.
All right. Well, all of you are going to you can use one basic or master technique.
Okay.
Basic.
Hey.
Your basics are test balance, bolster or hinder, or commit. And then the master techniques are the ones that you have special training for. If it happens to be an evade and observe move.
Can I bolster? Not that like she needs it, but Ranji.
Yeah, sure. You just sort of cheer on the fellow firebender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it possible to hinder the boat?
Yes. How would you like it to be hindered? Like, did you want to like use like your earth bending to create like a an extra sort of like you know, like the craggy when there's too many what are they called? You know why boats can't get in? You know, like in surf and I don't know
Big
why
chip.
I'm using this. You know, like in Surf's Up, when he isn't supposed to go to that one area of the water because it's a bunch of pointy rocks are all over it and he could easily crash.
Oh,
His
so it's like a
surfboard?
blockade of some sort.
Yeah, like do you want to create
Yeah.
like a blockade with of rocks, or like maybe like a fake reef that means they can't get too close?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. And then what's Karma doing?
Good question. Could I also try to hinder the boat?
Yeah, is there any specific way you wanted to, or just
No.
okay? So you can just use your airbend to create a nice like it's basically like a shift of the wind to where anyone that had a sail, it's being pushed away
Yeah.
instead
that
of going
sounds-
forward. Yeah, perfect. So that's one round of combat. At this point, I'm going to say mainly because the white fire from Ranji sort of did most of the damage. Talarok and the sea serpents have now encountered the the big sea serpents sort of run into the two boats that Kyoshi was dealing with, or is dealing with, and Talarok and the singular younger serpent is now encountering the other ship.
Great.
So you
I would like to lead the serpents to attack the ship.
So this is what everyone sees. As Kyoshi's battling her ships, she notices as the giant sea serpent sort of comes in and starts to attack one of attack them along with her. Not them together, but like in aid of Kyoshi in some way. While Talarok goes with the younger one and gets towards the ship that's attacking the two of you, or the three of you. However, so like right after Ranji launches her wave of hot fire and you all do your stuff to impede or to help, you hear like Talarok like, "I'm back, guys."
Can I say no? What?
Yeah.
No.
And there they are on this on this slightly smaller giant sea serpent. As Ahanu notices and is like slightly offended in its little ice rat way.
I can't ride a Hanu.
Oh.
What if a honey wanted to ride the sea serpent?
Danger! I thought I was gonna die.
Oz, what is Talarok doing specifically?
I assume I'm still communicating with the serpents in some way. I'm just like, charge! Get it!
You're more or less just sort of pointing or like patting their head to be like, food is this way, food is that way.
Food is boat.
Okay. The serpent responds pretty easily and attacks the remaining ship. As you do you jump off the serpent, or are you still just on the serpent?
I think I'm too stupid to let go.
Okay, well then.
I don't think Talarok thought that far ahead.
I am going to say then that you're going to get sort of caught up in the mayhem, and you can either take one fatigue and be like flung off and also become impaired as you hit the ground, or take two fatigue to sort of land in the water.
What was the first one?
Take one fatigue and then become impaired as you hit the ground.
You know what? I'll take the 2 fatigue.
Okay, so you take 2 fatigue as you go flying and just kind of plop back into the water. As the serpents finish off the ships. However, now as that's finished, they've turned their attention over to all of you.
The serpents?
Yeah, as the ships are now gone. They've destroyed the ships. The people on it are all sort of dead or floundering or whatever. And they're now just like new targets.
Is my blockade still there?
Yeah, but it doesn't affect them. They're just serpenties.
I would like to tell them that these not food.
They do not listen. However, Kyoshi has enough time to sort of become a wall between you and them. And she holds them off without actually like injuring them. And some yes.
Can I help Kyoshi? I look okay.
I mean, yes, but you still need to get to Ba Sing Se.
I know, but I help. I look up to Kyoshi. Okay, anyway.
So what does the group
Question.
want to do then? Yes?
Since I took the 2 fatigue option, I'm in the water.
Yes.
So Kyoshi has a blockade around everyone, and I am in the water with the serpent.
I mean, technically speaking, it's not like a wall blockade. It's her just like bending to where they're like not focused on anyone but her, and she's just like making sure that they aren't like attacking anyone. You could be getting caught up in it, like the waves and such, but other than that, you're not actually stuck.
And I shout out, Talarok, get out of the water!
I'm underwater. I'm not sure how well I can hear you. Yeah, there you go.
And I want to motion to the other two to leave, and then I'm done. Okay.
Let me look at something really quick.
All right.
I have to check my notes.
So while Talarok is looking at notes, Karma, Aya, plans.
So we're like behind the blockade or like the barrier.
Yeah, the barrier that is Kyoshi herself. Yeah, you're on the other side of it as she's dealing with the serpents.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I was looking at I was thinking of the right creature and not the Unagi.
Yeah, the Unagi is the one near Kyoshi Island. This is a different creature.
I was trying to remember like physical.
Which also at this point, Kyoshi Island does not exist, as that was a later on feat in her career, and this is pretty early on.
I was trying to see if this creature had the features that I was looking for.
No.
I would like to. This is the stupidest thing I've ever fucking said.
Oh.
I would like to wrestle around the larger sea serpent's snout and try and tie its snout closed with its whiskers. You can say no. I
I'm
know
going
it's bullshit.
you know what?
I'm also open to just sort of get on its head and use the whiskers as reins.
Roll with your skills and training. Rely on your skills and training.
Okay. I know what I said earlier about important rolls, but this is more important than the last one. Okay, that's a 10 plus 1, 11.
Okay, give me 1 second then to... Okay.
This is fully bullshit.
It takes a while because of the amount of waves and such that's going on, and the fact that it's thrashing about. But you're eventually able to sort of grab its whiskers and tie them back as sort of like reins.
Would like to start riding the serpent away from the group.
You're not
kind of like yanking around its whiskers to just
roll to push your luck.
Okay. That's add what?
Passion.
Oh no. That's a total of 8.
Well, I mean, I'm pushing like on a hit. You costs you.
I'm not looking for a partial success when I'm riding a giant serpent.
You can get it to where like it's going to be thrashing about away from the group, but you can't like lead it away, and then you're going to get flung way far off. Like it's just gonna.
That's fine.
Okay.
As long as it's going away from the group, I will take consequences.
Okay. So this time I will call. You will have to become impaired though.
That's fine.
As you are going to be crash landing like right. I'm gonna say like right at the feet of Aya, who's already impaired.
Amazing. Am I taking any fatigue with that?
No, it's just you're just gonna be impaired.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Rangi, Aya says, but can we do the wildfire now? Can we like scare them off from, but not hurt them? Just like spook them?
I mean, yeah, we can. I think Kyoshi's could use a little extra help. Sure, why not?
Yay! Wildfire.
Okay, so we're gonna wall of fire it. Find that. There it is. Wait, is it the attack breath of fire or the wall of fiery breath, which is the defend?
Wall of fiery breath, because I don't want to like attack. I just want to like spook.
Okay. I mean, technically speaking, this would just be relying on your skills and training, but yeah. So roll with focus, because we're not in combat.
Focus?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not in combat, but you will have to.
Ooh. So it's 8.
Okay. Yeah, it succeeds. You will have to mark that condition though, since this is a very specific move.
Right. So it was which ones?
Afraid, angry, guilty, insecure, troubled.
Okay. Probably guilty because it's an animal and I spooked it.
Okay. Alright, so now Aya's feeling guilty about, threatening the serpent that lives there. But you're all safe now, you're all in the clear. Some of you are kind of banged up and such, but for the most part. Kyoshi still
just each have like a busted leg.
Kyoshi's now sort of staying behind to make sure that the serpents get back to doing what they just going around the water, but also to untie the whiskers of the adult serpent so that it's not in forever pain. So she's dealing with that as the rest of you make it off of the Serpents Pass, and it's now pretty much a nice open journey to Ba Sing Se.
Yay.
Yay.
I feel like I would also add the guilty condition for what I did to the Whiskers.
I'm gonna say that. It's gonna be up to you then. I'm gonna leave it up to you. You were in the middle of a long, like, dangerous situation, and you went with the first idea in your head.
Yeah, but
Did you think about the consequences in general, or like?
I wasn't thinking in the moment, but I feel like seeing Kyoshi untie the Whiskers, I do feel bad.
You don't see her untie it. She's already off trying to make sure that they're being herded correctly first, and then she's untying it. So you're out of view shot for when she's untying the Whiskers.
I feel like the knowledge that I left a creature in pain is going to weigh on me.
Okay. So yeah, then you can also choose the guilty, or you can choose troubled. It's up to you as well. Guilty.
I'm gonna go
troubled.
guilty. It feels more of a guilt thing.
Wonderful. You're all criminals. Anyway. Guilty.
I don't care about crime. I care about hurting little animals.
All right. Or big animals.
Every animal is a little guy. Until proven otherwise.
So with that, you've all sort of made it across. Rangi hands her shoulder off from Aya to over to who wants to carry who now? Help who? Walk. I just realized this.
Can Aya and I just kind of like three-legged race it?
Both of you roll a singular die.
Okay.
I'm sorry for dragging you into my stupid idea.
4.
That's a 2.
4 and a 2. Both of you have injuries on your right leg. The three-legged race is not really going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Is it
It's fine.
Could we potentially put them on the cart?
Yeah, but it's going to slow you down to have both of them on the cart.
I can go in the cart. I is the lightest.
All right, then who's going to be helping Talarok?
I'll help Talarok.
Perfect. Talarok it gets help from Karma as they help him walk. As you travel, Rangi sort of excuses
I
herself.
have to reach my arm up so high.
Can I piggyback you?
Where is my leg injured?
It's like the ankle area sort of deal.
Then yeah, sure.
Yes. Okay.
Same with
As Rangi's leaving, like, you're so
Ayas.
cool.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
As Rangi's leaving, just shouting, "You're so cool."
Yeah, because Rangi sort of separates from the group. She gives her goodbyes, says thanks for the help, but she has other business to attend to before heading off into Ba Sing Se, and re-meeting up with Kyoshi.
Rangi, please tell Kyoshi she's cool and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she was in earshot for it all. So yeah, no, she hears it. She sort of gives the wave goodbye as she's walking away. And now you're just on the road again. The four of you plus Meng Yao and Sweetie, the platypus bear, and Ahanu, the ice rat. There is no
I
town.
get some Ahanu cuddles for my woes.
Those of you who are from the Earth Kingdom or are familiar with it, you do know that there is no more towns in between you and Ba Sing Se. It's just clear open road.
Well,
Okay.
anybody know any travel games?
Have you ever heard of this card game called Uno?
No.
No, what's that? How do you play?
Well, you see, you have these cards, and each of them have numbers and colors on them. There's some
Zoom out.
and just explaining Uno.
You just have an Uno pack with you that you created.
Yeah, what about it?
Look, I know about currency and I know about Uno. That's it.
I guess cards would be around at this time. I don't see why not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made out of
Some
stone.
sort of playing cards.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Stone
Just
tablet
really,
card.
really thin stone tablets.
I've never heard of cards in my life.
Well, you see.
Okay, let's see. Talrock is leading the charge on unions and salad. Karma invented garlic bread. Avani invented Uno. Sorry, Uno.
Uno.
It's your turn to invent something.
I also invented the word sus, just so you know.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about sus.
So as you're walking, what's the I assume this is the conversation now that I think about it. Is this the conversation that's happening as you're traveling?
Sure.
Okay. For some weird reason, you notice that there's like a house as you're walking in, and it starts to get like midday. You realize that there's like a house that you're getting closer to, or a house like structure.
Hey guys, there's a house-like structure that we're getting closer to.
What?
What?
You also your supplies are getting a little low, so it'd be it's a good place to where you can like stop, get supplies. But while you're there and you're sort of refilling to get the last leg of your journey out, Talrock, you sort of notice that there's a lot of the ice rat money symbol on like a bunch of crates and everywhere, as if this is like some sort of supply depot warehouse sort of deal.
Like right under my chin, and I'm kind of stroking him for comfort. For Talrock's comfort.
Yeah, for Talrock's comfort. Once you're fully resupplied, you continue on going. You just continue to travel. As the sun starts to set, you're within reach of the city, and you can. What's the conversation turned into at this point?
Yellow 2. Your turn up, Aya.
Green 2.
Okay, we're gonna zoom out, and it turns to night. You decide to keep on traveling just because you have a little bit extra time, and then when it gets fully like dark, you make camp, you go to bed, and the next morning you continue on walking, and you finally get to Ba Sing Se, where you enter the lower ring of it, and there's a city official sort of at the tops who greets you and asks what your business is.
We are on mission from the leader of Omashu.
The king of Omashu?
King? I didn't remember it was king.
It's a king of Omashu, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I under her breath just like king.
The king of Omashu.
What did the king of Amashu send you here for?
A person.
Retrieving or delivering?
Delivering.
Okay. Come on in. Then they sort of like make a little opening for you. You walk on through. They close it. Some Dai Li agents appear. These are like peacekeeping people. And they lead you through the lower ring to the middle ring to the upper ring, and you get to the Earth King, who then just sort of greets you, says thank you for your service, and he sees that you have Meng Yao there. Can one of you take these cuffs off of Meng Yao?
Suppose that's for me.
Okay.
Why can't you do it?
Because the Earth King doesn't bend.
All right.
Hey,
Figured I'd ask.
You can't just ask people why they don't burn down.
Talrock, stop it.
Talrock, oh my god.
Got us in enough trouble today.
Do I have to rely on my skills and training to do it?
No, it just comes off really easy. There's no
Okay.
reason to hold them.
Okay.
The Earth King then ushers Mengyao into a different room, and he tells you that you're free to sort of roam around the city. They've set up a place for you in the middle ring if you would like to stay there for however long you want, for your services, as payment for your services.
So, sorry. Is there also any currency we could acquire for our services? We're kind of low on funds, and I personally need food to survive.
The Earth King sort of looks at you, sort of like looks everyone up and down, sort of sizes you up. Yes.
Not to be ungrateful, I just don't like starving.
Well, I'm afraid there's nothing that I can do personally, but just go. And the Daily agents sort of usher you out. But as you're going out, the young I want to say the young. I don't remember if he has children at this point. I want to say he does now. The young princess of Ba Sing Se sort of walks over and I'm so sorry for the way that my father was acting, but here is as much as I believe you should be compensated. And she hands you each a small sack of coins that you can use inside the city.
Oh, thank you. What was your name?
And by then, the Daily agents have like escorted you further away. She's
what was your
off
name?
again. But now you're in Ba Sing Se, and you can just kind of do whatever you want.
I want to go talk to her.
No, you're not allowed to. You're now back in the middle ring. They've showed you the house. It's like a 1-bedroom apartment that you all get to share.
Sleep
Cool. One big bed.
Sleep over.
You all sort of set up your house. I don't know what you all specifically do for the first day, but around day 2, you hear that there's rumors that like Mengyao appeared in Ba Sing Se. Then the king sort of just fined her. Like there wasn't like any like big issues. Just was like you owe this much in taxes.
Question.
Yes.
When we got to Ba Sing Se, what did Kyoshi do?
Kyoshi is still, as far as you know, at Serpents Pass.
Oh, okay.
I have a concern and a question.
Yes.
The question is, what do I do about the book?
Ah, yes.
Uh-huh.
The second, my concern is, was it damaged during the passage, on the way with all the water and stuff?
The book remained intact. It was fine. So
Cool.
it's good.
Okay. I still have the book.
Yeah, so you go searching for the Ba Sing Se University, and you find the professor, his what are they called? Department. You find his department that he works in. The guy gave you the directions for, and you find the particular professor. And when you walk up to him with the book, hold on, pause. Is everyone there for this, or is it just Karma?
I don't think we should do this without looking into the book.
Do you mean like opening the book and reading it?
Yeah, I want to know what the book's about before we give it away to a complete stranger for no predetermined payment.
You open up the book, and it's very pretty much just the life of Kyoshi. Like she was born this day, blah 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 blah. Here, this was her journey.
Has the book updated since we stole it?
No, It's stuck exactly where it was.
Okay. So there's no magic updating, whatever.
No.
Great.
Someone else was in charge of that.
Is there
I'm mad.
Is there anything in the book that I need to know?
No, there's nothing inside the book that you need.
Cool.
I don't know if we should be giving away Kyoshi's secrets so quickly.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I told him I would give him the book.
Hey, I understand that, but hear me out.
I have to do.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. We take the cover off the book. We put different book pages inside cover. We give them that.
Hold on. It's not like a book with like one of those sleeves on it.
No. I'm saying like
Rip
Take-
the pages out.
I don't know how to destroy
unbind
this
the book.
I don't think we should.
We're not
no,
destroying it. We're unbinding it.
Yeah.
Oh no. Who has
This is
the book?
way better content than I was expecting.
So, well, I agree.
breaks
I
the
feel
spine.
like making an enemy of Kyoshi's bad. That seems bad to me. I feel like
We are
that.
basically giving away Kyoshi's entire life diary.
Well, does it have like juicy secrets like that she would be mad about
And I
everyone?
flipped to 13-year-old Kyoshi.
13-year-old Kyoshi was a servant in Yoon's house because he was under the guise of the Avatar. That's what who everyone thought it was. So it's just kind of her everyday life doing chores and running errands. That's kind of all it says.
I want to
for
read about
13.
her embarrassing high school crushes.
Embarrassing high school. There is no schooling.
Yeah, there's servanthood.
I want to read about Kyoshi's embarrassing crushes.
At most, her most embarrassing thing is that she could only bend bigger objects. She couldn't like do precision bending.
So, if we gave this book to the professor, would this hinder Kyoshi in any sort of way? And him?
Okay, what would okay, let's okay.
Would you prefer? I'll put down to this. Would you prefer making an enemy of Kyoshi or an enemy of a spirit known as Wang Shitong?
The answer is no.
Oh God.
So what if I don't give him the book?
I mean, that fox spirit's still following you.
That's right.
So, okay, here's the thing. Like, how well do we think we could plead with Kyoshi not to murder us versus, like, the spirit not to murder us?
Not well enough.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, but I think, like,
What is the greater threat here? Is Kyoshi the greater threat, or this?
Answer yes. Kyoshi is always the greater threat.
what if we just never go into the spirit realm again?
You weren't originally. Wang Shitong's one who lives in the mortal world.
Sure.
What if? Okay. What if? Okay.
Could we quick skim, and if there's something really, really bad, like, just scribble out a page? Or, like, I could burn it? Or is that bad?
Burning
feel
the
like
book would be bad. Yeah.
Well,
Not the
but
whole book, just like a little bit.
just, like, if there's something that, like, I don't know, like...
For the most part, it's pretty general knowledge.
Kyoshi's social security number is.
It's pretty general. It's fairly general knowledge, but like a lot of people weren't aware that Kyoshi is that they had the wrong avatar for a while. Not everyone was super aware. It later on became like, oh, Kyoshi is the actual avatar and not Yoon, as we've been told this whole time. But it's become more general knowledge that Kyoshi is the actual avatar.
So then we're assuming that we like skim through it and realize that it's not like juicy secrets. It's more just like general life.
Yeah,
Like,
it's more of just like, this is what Kyoshi was doing at this age. This is when she started learning this. This was her teacher's
It's
book.
not magically updating. They can't use it to track Kyoshi, so I'm less concerned now.
I think we should just give it because I'm, scared of a spirit. I feel like Kyoshi can be reasoned with, or at least Rangi can be reasoned with.
Okay. But
Fire Nation buddies.
now that I know that it's not something that can be used to track Kyoshi, I'm more willing to give it away.
I'm still not keen on giving the book away.
I don't love it, but I find it better than the alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared. Like, this fox is not leaving Karma alone. So that's.
That snail that you get $1 million, but the snail follows you forever.
Yeah.
No.
If it touches
Yeah.
you die.
Karma did, like, you did say you would. So maybe we should just give it.
Okay, can I give it to them? But can I wear like a disguise so they don't have to know it's me?
Yeah, sure. So you disguise yourself and whatever disguise you want, so that you're not in like airbending robes and such. But you still have the airbending tattoo, so it doesn't really help.
Okay,
Karma's got a lot of hair. Karma can cover it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But like hands and such, so
True.
gloves.
May I pause it?
Yeah.
Karma takes Talarock's clothes, which are the closest to the correct size.
No,
So it's kind of like a waterbending like crop top.
We trade clothes.
Yeah.
So they're
But
really
the airbending robes
baggy.
are just a little bit too big for me, and my clothes are a little too small for you, so it's like low-rise pants, crop top.
Does
Yeah.
Ella know how to, like,
Just a
wrap
little bit swimming in your clothes.
And I use my hair to cover my tattoos.
Okay.
There you go.
That doesn't cover all of them with the fact that your legs are semi-exposed and your sleeves are semi-exposed, but it covers most of them. But you get to the Bossing Say University. You get to the department where the professor is supposed to be, and you hand over the book to him. He doesn't really suspect too much. He goes, you must have gotten the request that I asked the main archive, the main treasure hunter archivist to find. Yes, and he just kind of holds the book for a sec, and he's just kind of looking around and waiting, and then the fox spirit finally catches up and because it wasn't too far behind after the Serpents Pass, and walks up to him, sort of sits down, opens its mouth, kind of to like give the book. He goes, finally, I've been hoping to meet one of these spirits to confirm that the Library of Wan Shi Tong does in fact exist. Thank you very much. And he hands the book over to the fox, and that's all he wanted, just to make sure that these things were real. And he starts to write down like Wan Shi Tong, the confirmed theories as to where Wan Shi Tong could be and such. How much of the library were you able to see? There we go.
Decent.
I forgot about the map. Decent amount. Okay. And what did Wan Shi Tong seem like? Was he like an aggressive spirit? Was he a helpful one?
He's chill.
Fascinating. He asks a few more questions that you just sort of give whatever answers you want to, and then he lets you go, and he hands you another set of scrolls. They're not for bending though. They're just generalized like history information that you may or may not know. Because knowledge is the greatest currency around. And he goes back to his studies, having now discovered that Wan Shi Tong uses fox spirits and all this other stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so now you just kind of spend some time in Bossing Say. I'm gonna say like a week or two passes, and it's morning of a new day and a new adventure, and that's where we're going to stop.
Woo!
Yeah, thank you for joining me again for another session episode of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes. Thanks again to my friends Megan, Kiera, Oz, and Morgan for joining me. Now, next session, we're gonna get into the actual, like, pre-made story.
Woo!
It's gonna be fun.
Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
You know what to do, the whole like, subscribe, commenty thing. Yeah, that kind
Hang
of
on,
stuff.
I got you.
All right, thanks, Oz.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you want more content. Leave a thumbs up on the video and remember to bing that bell. I'm an influencer. Good episode. End here. Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.
Amazing.
Anyway, I'm all set and ready to go.
Oh, Megan, are you ready to do the recap?
Darn it, I was hoping no one would remind her just so that they could be sprung on.
I mean, it's too late.
That's true.
It is definitely too late.
Okay, everyone ready?
No.
No,
Oh.
what page?
Sure.
Help.
Tell me that Megan didn't
I know I
do the
forgot something.
homework without telling me Megan didn't do
I
the homework.
did. I did.
Oh yeah, well then who appeared at the end of the last session, Megan?
I didn't. To be fair, I got through most of it, but there were about like 20 minutes left that I did not.
Oh, for those 20 minutes.
Wow.
What's that sound? No, I'm just kidding.
That was my
Um,
knee going through my coffee table.
Oh, fun.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was great.
Every single child of the air nomads can bend, which makes Boomy a really weird outlier in Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
Because Boomy Aang's
All
son
Katara's
is
fault.
the only one who can't bend. Although he does later, so
Wow, spoilers.
Wow, you ruined the show.